I'm Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is another sunset edition. I don't think that this video will go on long enough to actually see the sunset, so you may have to see another video that I film after this one to see the final sundown. But isn't this gorgeous? We're out here in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We're right out on the Gulf of Mexico. This is one of the houses out here that is built up to withstand hurricanes. The water come out through here. I don't know if you can see on the ground out here, you see all the destruction from the foundation of a house that used to be here. I think this house was probably wiped out in Katrina, not in Hurricane Isaac, which we just had. You can see the destructive force of it. There used to be homes all along here, and they're just all gone now. All these properties are for sale, and they're very costly, and you're gonna have to spend a lot of money on building your house upon stilts like that. So I got a hearing the birds out here. So I don't know if you can see it out over here. You see the pelicans that are up out there. So I got a question here from Carbon, and he says, what would cause an MMO to shut down? And he says, as you may or may not have heard, City of Heroes is being shut down. The announcement came to its players and the game studios very suddenly and without warning or reason. The decision was made by the game's publisher, NCosft, and I'm curious as to what leads to these type of decisions. Aside from not having enough players in the game, it does seem that the game had more than enough players, he says. Keep the game going. The whole situation does concern me. I never played City of Heroes, but I do play games published by NCsoft, which I would hate to see them go. So, Carbon, I've experienced this with a few games now, and a couple of things. One is that while the games may go offline, kind of an interesting fact is that actually Sony gets rights to a lot of games that are being shut down and puts them up on their network, and they seem to be having some success doing that. And so you could say Sony's online game servers are like the boneyard for old MMOs. So games shut down for many reasons. Of course, it's just like any business that shuts down for any reason. One of the other recent ones was Final Fantasy. They shut down their online operation after the earthquake in Japan. And so those, but they did, I do believe that they came back online, but they were shut down indefinitely. And indefinitely is defined as you don't know when the end is. It doesn't mean forever. It just means that, it may be forever, or it may be, a few weeks from now. Anyway, one of the main reasons that games shut down is for lack of income coming in. Now, I don't know what it costs to support City of Heroes, and they probably were on old server infrastructure, and the cost for switching over to newer server infrastructure probably, would be very costly if they hadn't done that already. And I'm just watching all these pelicans fly by, and I hope that you can see them here. Let me turn the camera out just a little bit more here and get just a little bit more. I just don't want to stand in the way of the sunset. Now my head's right in it, so I'll just stand off to the side here. So a lot of games, so like there is those costs, like the whole server infrastructure and supporting it. I know that one of my previous companies, we had an entire server rack to ourselves. We paid a monthly fee for that entire rack, and then we paid for bandwidth and power. We had to maintain those all ourselves and everything, and nowadays we run everything in the cloud. But to switch over from that, maybe not so easy. And there is, so cloud works really well for stuff like websites and everything. But as far as video game infrastructure, You know, they're already doing virtualization in like EVE Online and World of Tanks, because it's not just, you know, it's one giant world in there, but it's not just one giant server, although it acts like it is. And so subscribership is a reason. I keep waiting for Ultima Online to go offline. I don't know what is keeping it still in operation, but they must have enough people subscribed to it to continue to pay for the development. You know, and I know that their development team has gotten quite small, and so, you know, they're an intimate team now. I don't know how many people are on the team, but I don't suspect it's very many, not like the heyday. So another reason that they shut down is because a new game is coming out which is going to take a lot of their players. And we saw that with Star Wars Galaxies. They shut down knowing that the next Star Wars game to come out was going to take a lot of players and everything, even though there was still probably enough to keep the game going. But it's just a business decision. And there's been some other failures. I remember, let's see, there was Earth and Beyond, which was being published by, it was being developed by Westwood and published by, I think, EA. There was Motor City, which was another, it was kind of a car MMO. And then there was, you know, the Auto Assault, which was kind of a famous one because it wasn't fun. They put all this money into it, and then it wasn't very fun. And then let's see, The Sims Online. That one went offline quite a while ago, and the now, interestingly enough, now that we have social and everything like Facebook games, there's the Sims Online Facebook game, which I keep getting all these invites. I have not played it, but I keep getting all these invites. Is it Sims Online or is it SimCity? I don't recall. But, you know, I only have so much of me to go around to play all these games and look at them. So, anyway, it is a normal progression, and occasionally, very occasionally, the game companies allow third-party servers to continue to run after they have shut down the primary server operations. Now, there are some other cases out there. You know, I talk like Ultima Online still running, and that started in, I think it was September 1997. It was, in fact, gosh, 1997 to 2012. It's 15 years old this month. So, then there was, before that, it's Meridian 59, which is not quite massive multiplayer. I mean, it's right on the verge of it, but it's not a graphical interface the same as Ultima Online was. And that one is still up and running, even though it's a one-man show these days. So, anyway, I hope that answers your question. I hope that your game that you love so much does not go away, but when it does, maybe it's time to head on to the next thing. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care. Well, thank you for making it this far in the video. You made it all the way to the end. So, now that you're here, are you looking for more great content? Because, look at this. So, now, in the lower right, the kind of old-looking video, that is a flashback, way back. That's one of my really old videos. That's at my old offices in Portland, and look at how much heavier I am there. Yeah. Wow, I've lost a lot of weight. I used to have all those pinball machines and everything. Man, I can't wait to get some more pinball machines again in the future. I'm talking about Ultima Online there. I'm talking about an experience I had with a player killer named Ronald McDonald. And he was the most infamous player killer in all of Ultima Online. Really great story, a lot of fun. Speaking of gameplay, lower left, that is Guild Wars. Guild Wars 2 to be specific. That, it goes to, if you click on that, it'll take you to a playlist with Matthew, who is Spellbinding Gamer, who happens to be the kid right above talking to me. Up in the one in the upper left, that's us talking about how to trade your currency in-game for Guild Wars gems, Guild Wars 2 gems. And the gems actually equal things like you can upgrade to the Digital Deluxe Edition by just doing gameplay. He's actually on a quest to do that, and he's been filming that on his channel. But if you click on that, that'll take you to my Markee Dragon show, and the show is basically commentary. And if you like my stuff, subscribe to my main channel at Markee Dragon. But if you only like the commentary, subscribe to the Markee Dragon show, and that is only the commentary parts. And so just click on that. And then the upper right is Aura Bulwark, and she is a avid player of EVE Online. We actually talk about crime and punishment in EVE Online. It's a pretty great interview. If you've thought about looking for the most hardcore MMO, then that may be an interview you want to watch. That links directly to the interview. So, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you like this content. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care.